Okay. You love this view. I'm good. Okay.
And we're off, everybody. Hello, good morning, and welcome. We're great having you here. Hey guys, let's sing a song. I'm going to forecast the weather tomorrow.
You love starting the day with a dance.
That means it's going to be a great day. I can't wait. There's great.
Oh. He never liked Carousel Progress. He would get me mad every time. But he loved Magic Kingdom, so he put up with it. Hold on, I'm almost ready. All right. Good morning, everybody. Oh, man. So, is it better if I do it this way? Adam talks to me every day, pretty much every day since October 30th, when I modded him as a joke, because he was just this funny guy. And he told me, what am I supposed to do with this wrench? I can't fix Disney World. And I laughed. And he would tell me jokes about, like, being the baddest guy in the cell block and walking the streets of Maine, and he was different. And so Tuesday, about 11:30 at night, he was like, hey, I'm gonna go to sleep. I said, all right, I'll talk to you in the morning. He was like, because we were making plans and stuff, and for my son's birthday, because Tanner wanted to go live on his birthday, and I didn't hear from him Wednesday morning or Thursday morning, and I kept calling him. He hates when you call him. Do not call Adam. He hates that. And I knew he would respond if I called, but so Friday morning, my son's birthday, I had to call the police. They couldn't enter, right? Because I'm a friend, not family. So Saturday morning, they got a hold of a family member, his dad, and I got a call Saturday afternoon. Adam passed. Out of respect for the family, I didn't tell anybody. I told him I'd wait. He'd be mad right now. He's like, you're here at Rope Drop. Get on some rides. Knock some stuff out. He was my first friend when I moved here. Yeah, we never really met in person. I tried to. He's very stubborn about it. But he he just didn't like meeting in person. And we were actually going to meet this coming April or May. We hadn't really decided, but he was going to be mod on the go. He was going to stand, like we were going to run around the park, and he was going to mod while being next to me. And Adam is reason why a lot of this is a success. His ideas, his planning, his execution, his style. He just he never gave up. And when he didn't message, like he's literally messaged me 1,000 messages a day, honestly, over the last. We messaged each other, I don't know. And my wife was like, does Adam ever stop? And I'm like, no, Adam never stops. And so from October 30th to February 28th, I made a really close friend who just had a passion and a drive for just all things Disney and success. Like we argued about the train day. You guys remember when I rode the train for 9 hours? He was not a fan of the train idea. I said, I'm going to do it either way, Adam. And then when we did it, he was like, all right, maybe it was a good idea. Like, he didn't want to admit it was a good idea, but he was like, all right, maybe it's a good idea. You know, he always was there for me, but he had a favorite channel, you know, Drew in the Moment. Drew in the Moment was that was his home, that was his everything. He said, hey, I can't work for you, Drew's live, and I'm like, you gotta do what you gotta do, buddy. But he never like attacked me for it or anything. He loved Drew. Drew was his thing. Like, it didn't matter if Drew did nothing all day or if he did something. Drew was his life. Adam was all about Drew. I know from the moment I modded him to you know, the last days, he always talked about how Drew was like just something special. And then I came along and it made it a little difficult for him because he's like, your schedule is too constant and often. And all right, I'm pretty good now. Okay, so Drew was his focus, and I went live one Sunday morning, and he was like, I can't mod for you, and I'm like, dude, you got to be with Drew, like that's your home, and that was fine. But Adam was like there every step, every minute of my day, like every minute of his day. We would always talk about family, like previous relationships, you know. He'd always ask how my kids were doing. He wasn't a mod. He wasn't just Adam Bomb the mod. Like, he was my friend. Like, we had plans. We were gonna go like up to Daytona, go to a NASCAR race. I think whenever the second Daytona race was this year, like, we had plans to do things together. We had a lot of plans, and I just I miss him. He's a stubborn guy for sure. A lot of you knew Adam as well, and actually a lot of you are here. JJ, Mickey, and Jimmy, and Lynn, and all those, Chonar. I mean, all you guys were here mainly because of Adam. Like, it's so funny. They sang "Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow." Like I was saying, Adam was not a fan of Carousel Progress. If I did Carousel Progress for 20 minutes, Adam was like, "Don't do this again." He was always big, and you know, he's like, "It's too slow. You lag in it. Don't do it." So yeah, he talked to all of us at some point, and when he talked to us a lot. Adam would just plug away word after word. He was quick. I'm telling you what, like, I'd try to say something and he'd probably say 40 more things. He did hate eating on trash cans. He hated it. He's like, "You can find a table." I'm like, "Yeah, trash can's good." He's like, "Oh my gosh." So it's been a very hard week. I've had to play it like nothing's happened out of respect for the family. I didn't want him to say anything before the family had a time to notify other family members and all that. He was stubborn though. I knew where he worked. I had his address. The reason I knew where to send the police and have them contact him was because I had his address, I had his name, I had his information. Like, yeah, Adam was a chatter for sure. Yeah. He saw me one day and he stumbled upon me and he's like, "I like your style." And I said, "I like the way you joke around." And on Instagram, October 30th, he said, "You can find me here if you need anything." I said, "Okay." And we literally talked non-stop every day, to the point my wife was like, "Does he?" So Adam did live alone, so it was me who contacted the police department, like I said, and had them do a wellness check. And there was nothing wrong. Like, I mean, nothing I can tell. Like, and then I was at Universal on Saturday. I was just standing there about an hour from going live at Universal, and I got a phone call from the police department, same police officer, and he said, "I'm sorry to tell you this, but Adam," and I know Adam's last name, but his first name really is Adam. It's not Adam Bomb. It's like, real first name is Adam. And they told me, and there's this part of me, I couldn't believe it, you know, because so yeah, they contacted his father, their family, relatives, and had them come and open the door of his condo, and that's when I got the phone call. It's weird because since I moved here, he's talked to me every day. I don't know how many times, and there's always somebody to talk to. And then it's been quiet. It's been real quiet, and I think that's what bothers me the most. Adam was 40, Eric. I think he was turning 40. I had his birthday, but he refused to, like, he just told me he was like 40 years old. So it's not really, it's kind of like everybody, because he was not just a friend to me. Like I said, he was through, I said, hey, I was interested in the park hoppers. He said, okay, I'll work on that. And, you know, he, unfortunately, it is confirmed Adam is passed away now. And this is his favorite place. He loved Magic Kingdom. I'm not joking. Like, you guys know how I said I've seen the castle a million times and it's still amazing. Adam's watched a million live streams easily. That guy only loved live streams. He hated vlogs. Every time I did a vlog, he goes, "You're wasting your time." But so yeah, he loved Main Street. He loved Neil. He loved the fact when we go to the Rose and Crown and Neil would play the piano. He was like, "Oh man, we got to do that more." He just loved. Now, he didn't like Epcot. He didn't like Animal Kingdom. He actually wouldn't watch really when I go to Animal Kingdom. He'd watch a little bit while I'm at Epcot, especially if I ran into like the group, the M80s and stuff like that. But Hollywood Studios was his close second, and Magic Kingdom. He pretty much said if I wasn't at Magic Kingdom, he wasn't really interested. So he had a love for this place. And anybody that I talked to, Adam messaged. If you guys don't know Return of the Pokemaster, yeah, it really is. Shelly's saying there's so many messages, but it's so quiet in our house. It would drive my son crazy too, because I put on vibrate because I couldn't have the constant ringing in the background, and but I'd always answer him. I never ignored him. I never took all his ideas. The reason we plug thanks for watching, you know, it's subscribe to the channel, and you know, like when you do it and everything, like after there was a whole plan. He had such a developed plan that nobody ran, and he was like, would you mind trying? And I'm like, I always would try anything if somebody has an idea. And Adam just knew. Adam knew. Oh, if you did fireworks anywhere but Main Street, oh man, it'd be like a 2-hour conversation about how I failed from doing fireworks. Like, we did fireworks from Tomorrowland the other night, and he would have just been like ripping me a new one for like a good hour. Like, the guy really, and it wasn't because he wanted to see fireworks from Main Street, it's because that's where the channel is most successful. He always had an idea and a plan, and if I ever strayed off from it. Yeah, so if you guys are just joining us, Adam, as of last message I got from Adam was 11:30 at night on Tuesday, last Tuesday, saying I'm going to go to bed, and that's the last thing I heard from him. He would he had a whole system developed that you had to hit so many likes to hit so many subscribers, and he was an engineer. If you guys don't know anything about Adam, Adam had several patents in his name. He was actually an engineer. There's a lot about the guy that most people don't know. He wasn't just a Disney fan. He was a really smart guy. He had an engineer degree. He worked for a company that I'm not going to bring up the company because they let him go, and that was a while ago. It wasn't anything recent, but he has patents in his name, and he had ideas. He had recommendation letters from master degrees and stuff like that. Like, the guy was just overall a genius when he would overthink things too. Yeah, Nikki, he really just like he said, he's been with Drew for 2 years, and every morning he would be like, all right, Drew's going to go here, he's going to do this, this is what works, and he would just, like I said, Drew was his home. He'd tell me all the time, Drew, like, he talked about Drew like Drew was the best thing that's ever happened in his life, which it might have been, you know? Like, I didn't know how to tell everybody. I didn't want to do a vlog. I don't know. I didn't know how to say goodbye to Adam. Because I don't want to. He really did. He loved everything about them. He loved Tie-Dye Sunday. He loved, like, Drew's little Boston accent. He never liked saying hello to everybody. He did it because, you know, it's good business, but his thing was getting the chat bots and people who would disturb things. That was his thing. He loved it. He would gloat about it for like an hour after a stream. He's like, "Do you see how I shut him down?" Hey. Everybody, I can't explain, like, I knew the guy so well, like, it was just, he didn't keep anything really personal from me. Like, every meal, he showed me a picture of it. Like, I knew exactly what he was eating for the day. And he definitely loved McDonald's breakfast. He was a big McDonald's breakfast guy. And there's a pizza place down the street that he loved. He lived in West Palm Beach. And he would be like, "I love this pizza place, but it's ran by some questionable characters here, and but it's got really good pizza, so I could keep going back." He would reheat that McDonald's. Yep. So yeah, it's not easy. But one thing about Adam, he says, doesn't matter what happens. You get ran over by a stroller, somebody walks into you, you get knocked down, things happen. Sad. Just remember to bring everybody a good show, because he loved this place. And that was all he was ever worried about, is making sure everybody had a good time and had fun. He did, Jonardo, you're not lying. He'd always call himself, he'd fry up Piglet, yeah. Yeah. Because it was sharp. He always had a plan. And then he met me. Like, he always would throw out ideas. And then eventually it got to the point where I knew the plan in my head so well that I would run the plan and he would just, he just mod, and he loved it. He thought it was great. Oh, one of the things that he always called me, he goes, "You got the best mod in the game. You got Mod King here." That's the reason why we call him Mod King. We never did it in the chat or anything like that because he didn't want to, like, stoat his ego too much, but Adam definitely had a very pride in himself when it came to being a mod. He only ever thought there's one other mod that he thought was better than him, and if you guys know Kim, he would talk about Kim Stolworthy so much. Kim was like his idol. He said, if there's anybody who mods better than me, it's Kim. I don't know if that was just because they were good friends or what the whole story. He never really explained why, but he said everything he learned, well, he learned from her. So Adam was 40. Yep. Yeah, he thought Kim was the best thing in the world. He said if you ever needed a mod that would just could out-mod everybody, it's going to be Kim. And then he would talk about just, you know, how many subs do we get today? What's the view rate, right? Should we plug more subs? Should we plug like it was always business. Like he was very driven to grow channels. The channels that he worked for, he loved growing. Like he would do anything. He's like, all right, let me share this out over here. Let me try this. Let me do this. Yeah, J-Rock, he was young. He had a Mustang. He had a 5.0 Mustang custom dash. It was a beautiful car. It was charcoal gray. He'd always met, so he had lived in a condo, so every time he started his car, he'd make his neighbors mad. Yeah, he really did. Adam was the king. Captain Crunch, you aren't lying. He loved Social Blade. Social Blade was his life. He would bring it up all the time. He's like, you're getting closer to not being a small channel, because to him, anything over 10,000 subscribers was not a small channel. Oh, no, you're okay, Martin. So. I'm not trying to laugh, but like, one of the worst parts about Adam was I'd be trying to live stream, walking down Main Street, following the Dans, watching Neil, do fireworks, you know, whatever's going on. And Adam would just be messaging me nonstop, like, do this next, go here, make this happen, I need this. And I'm like, Adam, I need to focus. He was so driven. He wanted, like, you guys know my goal is, you know, hit 10,000, and like, he gave everything he could to make it happen. He would be on Social Blade every day. All right, now it's April. It was June, now it's April. And like, he was so driven to make this succeed. He loved, yeah, he really was the director. He called himself the stage mom. He every time he was like, my bad about today, I'm, you know, the stage mom, you know, just. So I know Adam reached out to a lot of us. He was not just my friend, he was a friend to a lot of us. I think it just hurts more because, I mean, I can't confirm 100%, but I'm pretty sure I was the last person to talk to him before he passed. He said, I'm going to go to bed, and then that was the last time that he was here with us. February 28th, 2023. He loved banning people though. He's like, he'd be in my Instagram, just, can I ban him? Can I ban him? Like, just time him out. Just time him out. Give him a second chance. He's like, come on. He was always on it. He loved it. He never did anything without asking first though. He was very respectful. I can't tell you Dole Whip Dave if he was unwell. The only thing I can tell you is that I got the call Saturday afternoon that Adam Baum had passed away, and that his family was there, and that's all they told me. I guess he passed away in his sleep, but that was it. I can't ask for more information or anything. I didn't know his direct family too well. He told me about his family, but never directly. We would always joke about Shelly unmodding him. He would wanted Shelly to unmod him. He always made the joke, when your channel hits 10,000 is when you're not a small channel, according to Adam, anymore. So you'd be like, oh, that's why we always push for 10,000, because subscribers, says he was like, when we hit that point, you have to unmod me. And my wife was like, no, Adam doesn't get unmodded. She's not. He's supposed to sign things, like, supposed to be here, Adam. We had plans, man, like, I don't know, Quiet Kitty, I don't know if he would like that. As much as he liked being a mod, he also didn't like being a mod. No. He loved this, like, just walking out here in the, you know, on the streets of Maine, as he called it, on the mean streets of Maine, he would hear this music play. Christmas party. Oh, he loved the Christmas party. He wasn't a big Christmas guy, but when it came to Christmas parties at Magic Kingdom, he was always in everybody. Even if you didn't know, if you were live at Magic Kingdom for Christmas, he was in your live stream. Like, he loved this place. He did have plans with World Domination. He was there for everybody. Even if he didn't like you. Because he definitely had days he didn't like me. But we always got by it. Adam was like a friend. I mean, my friend's here right now. I literally have my friend from the Army here right now. And it's just for me, a lot of it's the quiet now. Now it's quiet at home. I don't have Adam messaging me every 2 to 3 minutes with a new idea, a new plan, a new, like, if he saw that we were going to Animal Kingdom on Friday, he'd be like, you're wasting your time. He always had a plan. So, everybody, I'm not saying goodbye to him, but I didn't know how else to tell everybody. I didn't want to make a post. I didn't know how to do this. There's two things Adam loved the most: live streams and UFC fights. He loved live streams of Magic Kingdom, and he loved watching UFC on Saturday nights. Those are his big things. If you guys didn't know, Adam was really into UFC. He loved watching UFC fights, but he'd always have me on in the background. Like, he'd always have me in the background while he was watching UFC fights. Oh yeah, JD, yep. He definitely had a really nice gray 5.0 GT. He loved that Mustang. Yeah, Rob Law. So, I don't know if he's going to have a funeral or anything like that. Again, I don't have contact with the family. I don't have any way to know, but if they reach out to me, I'm going to go. I don't know exactly how he passed. All I know is that he was asleep when he passed. Again, I'm not going to post anything like a picture of him or anything like that, as the family is still, unfortunately, like, he might have passed on Tuesday. His family did not find out until Saturday. So, I know he meant a lot to everybody. Even if you didn't like the guy, he grew on you. He just had a love for Disney and a love for just keeping things friendly and winning. He loved to win. So every night he would always be like, well, how many subs did we get? How many views did we get? We got 500 likes. He would just always be on the stats. It was his favorite thing to do. And he'd be like, all right, next time when we do this, we're going to do this. And we're going to try this. And maybe we change this. He was always trying, because when I modded him in the channel, we were doing 30 viewers a day. Not views total, but 30 viewers, like max, I would get 30. And that would be a great day for me. And he was like, no, we got to fix that. He was very determined. He was very goal-oriented. So yeah, he lived out in West Palm. He lived in Florida. He was 2.5 hours away. If he needed anything, I told him I'll drive out to him. 2.5 hours, easy drive. Like, I drove across the country. It's not a problem. He always said he was good. Even if he wasn't good, we had plans though. He was supposed to sign when we hit 100,000 subscribers, like you get the YouTube play button. He was supposed to sign it. I was supposed to sign his neck, and he was supposed to get a neck tattoo. He loves saying that every day. He's like, I'm gonna have Ron sign my neck, and then I'm gonna get it tattooed in. He just always had some fun, quirky way of making jokes, and that's what I miss. I don't know. I can't give you details on how he passed away. All I know is that he told me on Tuesday night he was going to sleep, and then I hadn't heard from him since then. And then on Friday, the 3rd, which unfortunately was my son's birthday, so that was not the greatest. I tried to smile, but I called the police and had them do a wellness check, but they wouldn't answer. I had the building managers go check for his car. They said his car is there. Doesn't look like it's moved in a while, which is abnormal because he usually went off to McDonald's to go get his morning breakfast. And yeah, I don't know, everybody. He was stubborn. I give you that. I'd be like, dude, let me come over. We'll go for a drive or something, you know? We'll talk in person, but he would not have it. So I'm just glad I can finally tell everybody, because it has been very hard the last couple days to not tell everybody what's going on. It's been just like the longest week of like, yeah. But as Adam would always say, get out there, get done, and don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. And yeah, he's gonna be missed a lot. So I'm gonna swap over now to the Magic Kingdom live stream now. I just Again, I can't thank you guys enough for being here. Saying goodbye to Adam. He loved to dance. He definitely loved the dapper dance. He said he wanted to dress up like one, but look like ZZ Top. He said he's going to be the ZZ Top of that dapper dance. So King Mod, Adam, I miss you, buddy. Let's go have some fun in honor of Adam. You ready? Yeah. I'll be done in just one moment. Okay.